So I'm going to get a lot of people very angry at me, but Trump has made perhaps his biggest mistake ever, at least when it comes to NASA. Jared Isaacman has been fired before he could even start the job. I'll go ahead and quote from the Washington Post. Jared Isaacman, President Donald Trump's pick to be NASA administrator, has been told by the White House that his nomination will be rescinded, according to a person who's been briefed on the notification. Isaacman, a billionaire entrepreneur, had been approved by the Senate Commerce Committee and was preparing for a vote in the full Senate as early as next week. But on Friday, he was told that the nomination was going to be pulled, according to the person who spoke on the condition of an anonymity because they were not authorized to speak publicly about personnel moves. Isaacman declined to comment. Semaphore first reported the news. A White House spokesman issued a statement Saturday saying Trump planned to pick a new nominee. So this is not a rumor. This is true. Quote, "It is essential that the next leader of NASA is in complete alignment with President Trump's America First agenda, and a replacement will be announced directly by President Trump soon," said White House spokeswoman Liz Houston. Let me tell you something. Been hearing this over and over again. Trump doesn't want subordinates who are their own people, who are capable of thinking on their own. They have to agree with him on absolutely everything or they lose their jobs. And that is something that's going to have very negative results for NASA, because whoever does get appointed is going to have a lot more expertise than Trump does, but it doesn't matter. They do exactly what the guy says or they're going to be out. Quote, "It was not immediately clear what led the White House to change course. There were indications of division among Republicans over the move. Some in Congress had been concerned over his connections to SpaceX and Elon Musk, who recently ended his term as head of the U.S. DOGE service. I don't think that's an issue at all. Isaacman flew twice to space with SpaceX and had commissioned 2 more flights with the company." Once again, let me emphasize that this is a terrible move on the part of the Trump administration. Isaacman was very popular on both sides of the aisle. There were very, very few people that regarded his nomination as being a particularly bad idea. He was a unifying force at the space agency. Many people there respected him in spite of his lack of experience at NASA, because he had so much experience in private space, and he definitely could have helped to spearhead private space as an important part of NASA's overall plans. But so much for that. And by the way, this is pure speculation on my part, but I think it's very possible that Jared Isaacman might have expressed some concerns about cutting NASA's budget so much, especially when it comes to scientific initiatives, because that is one of the most important jobs that NASA carries out, are scientific projects. So in my opinion, I think it's likely that he expressed reservations about that, and you don't express reservations about Trump's suggestions and continue working for him. I'll keep you updated on what's going to be happening next. And to be clear, yes, I understand that withdrawing a nomination is not the same as firing somebody, but it amounts to the same thing. The guy was going to be confirmed, and Trump torpedoed the whole idea at the 11th hour. I am angry about this. It's probably going to take me a little while to get calmed down. So until next time, I urge all of you to stay angry about space.